Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, it looks like others haven't showed up yet. That's okay. Andy was here at 2:32 this morning. We'll see if she returns. And, Monday is the first day of autumn. So, are you ready? The thing that gets me, good morning, Andy. I see you're back. The thing about autumn is, well, this is the last 2 days of summer. Then when autumn comes, you enjoy the changing of the leaves. Good morning, Joseph and Erica and Howie. You got the changing leaves and then winter coming. So autumn is really about getting ready for winter. And he says it means no more heat. Then I guess I am. Well, good morning, Matt. Good morning, Christopher. It depends on where you're at because some of the forecasters are saying we're going to have one heck of a snowy winter. And I don't like that thought. But, I'm close to the cutoff area, so it's liable to be get both worlds. Oh, Andy said yesterday's heat about killed her. Yeah, it's been in the 90s here. I don't even know what the temperature is right now. Yeah, did you already go to the zoo or? Oh, wow. Good luck with chestnuts. Right now, the conditions for Franklin is sunny with temperature 71. The wind is blowing from the east southeast at 4 miles per hour. The current humidity is 69%. Andy, how did the zoo go for you? Hot spring, sauna, and staying away from dairy of any kind as it makes humans cold from bad circulation. No cheese, please, for me. I love cheese. Oh, okay. Joseph's weather is conditions are sunny with a temperature of 74. The wind is blowing from the south southeast at 4 miles per hour. And I don't know where Broma City is. It's 66. And in Pennsylvania, Christopher's, its conditions are fair with a temperature of 67. The wind is blowing from the east northeast at 8 miles per hour. Thank you, Howie, for the thumbs up. And I love cheese today. Oh, Christopher, you're going to go for, you're sick today and you're going to go after chestnuts? I hope you get to feeling better. See, this is when you need your fire cider. Matt's weather is conditions are sunny with temperature. You're 58. You must have got cold last night. Winds blowing from the east at 3 miles per hour. The current humidity is 97%. You must be getting some rain. What, raining and chilly here? Yeah, that's what it looks like. You're still in bed. Conditions cloudy, temperature 64. I don't know where Forest Baca is. Good morning, Erin. And Horatio. Conditions are sunny with temperature 72. The wind is blowing from the east-northeast at 2 miles per hour. Current humidity is 93%. So it looks like Arkansas is getting some rain too. Weather on West Plains, conditions are fair with temperature of 67. The wind's blowing from the south-southwest, 4 miles per hour. The current humidity is 87%. So you're getting some rain too. Ah, I understand. Oh. So everybody's getting ready to welcome fall. Let's see. Erin's weather is conditions are fair with temperature of 81. Wow, it's hot there already. The wind is blowing from the northeast at 3 miles per hour. The current humidity is 76%. Wow, Erin. So what I want to know, did anybody plant anything for a fall garden? Like I said last week, I've got radishes out. I still haven't harvested my sweet potatoes. '81 degrees is cool for Erin. Let's see. Garlic goes in 2 weeks, Matt says. That's cool. Yeah, 81 degrees being a cool. That's saying that's a lot. That's saying a lot. What did you plant, Erin? Erin's telling Matt it's going to be in the 90s there today. Well, it's in the 90s, or mid 90s for you guys, but for me, it's going to be in the low 90s. Erica's starting her microgreens next week. And Lucy's hearing something that's got her attention. Yeah, but I don't think we got as cold as you are right now. I don't think we got that cold. Good morning, Chef. Oh, you plant tomatoes in the fall, Erin? Well, as hot as you are right now, I can understand why. Broccoli, cabbage, tomatoes, beans, and squash. Well, Chef, I'm as crazy as ever. And what are you planning for the fall? Matt, I think that is hard on a body, hard on plants too. And Matt says he caught you live the other day. No, if you can winter over your pepper plants, Matt, and dig them up, replant, trim them or replant them. Trim them down to nothing. Erica, you have a blessed day, dear. You got a lot going on with your daughter and dance, birthdays, anniversaries, and holidays. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah, you're going to need that greenhouse with it getting so cold at night. Now I know I've got some moringa seeds around here someplace. I just have to find them. And when I do, I'm going to have to put them to where I know where they're at so I can plant them next spring. Are you going to transfer some of your peppers into the greenhouse, or are you just going to winter them inside? We've got 10 people in here, and the chat got quiet all of a sudden. Good morning, Mike. Yeah, they need to be sheltered, but not in a heated area. Thank you, Chef. Says remember to hit the thumbs up and to share it out if you haven't already. Now I'm going to do something. If anybody wants to come up, I hope that's honey ginger tea and ginger tea. Hey, cuz. Anybody that wants to come up can come on up. Oh, Lane has a football game. Cool. Yeah, honey as well. I bet you he's gotten bigger. if you want to really soothe your throat, Christopher, put some clove in with the honey, and the clove will is a pain reliever. Oh, Mike, you are so blessed. I can't find a local source of honey around here. The one I knew about years ago is not been doing it for a while. That is cool. Yeah, in fact, Christopher, even when I was a kid, if you had a toothache, they'd have you bite on a clove to stop the toothache pain. And there is a gel type mouthwash that they use medically that will actually numb your throat. And one of the ingredients is clove oil. So clove in your tea would do wonders for your sore throat. Good morning, Dawn. Stop by to say hi. Just planted northern tomatoes for fall on green beans. That is great. Well, man, it used to be big. It is the state capital. Christopher, I'm going to tell you and Angela something. If you don't pick those pawpaws just before they ripen, you wait another day and the animals are the ones that are going to get it all. That would be wonderful, Aaron. I would thank you very much. And asparagus, you have to wait for 2 years before you start harvesting them. Matt can't get mullein to grow in his area. Well, that is wonderful news, Andy. Andy found out something about her daughter yesterday. She didn't ever know. She didn't live with her the senior year. For her senior year project, she built a beehive and bought a queen bee and caught bees. Oh, wow. Is she still doing that, Andy? Matt, you would have loved it. That's exactly why they tell you not to harvest the first year. See here. She's got it all down for you guys. Asparagus, year 1, no touch. Year 2, single cutting. Year 3, good to go. Yep. Besides that, that's a way to teach your children, Andy. And if she rent her hides out, they wouldn't be around. She just has to take them to a farm and then take them back out. Next year would be a good harvest. Dawn's hatching quail eggs and have 2 more to go to have 100% hatch rate. That is wonderful, Dawn. Congratulations. You would be surprised at what our kids learn that we know nothing about. Omelet just subbed to your channel. That's good. Dinosaur Omelet is Christopher and Angela. Yeah, Aaron. About a couple years ago, I ordered a big bucket of buckwheat honey, and I got it from Canada. Oh, you just subbed Dinosaur Omelet. Yeah, okay. When you asked her how she got the bees and she started telling me, I knew she wasn't lying about knowing. Yeah, now she needs to put that knowledge to use and make some money out of it. And Chef, Dinosaur Christopher is not stretching the truth at all. Their live streams are like a lecture at college. You can ask questions, but they do a lot of education. You have a blessed day, Mike. And thank you for coming by. On that note, you guys, I got to get some coffee. Excuse me, Lucy. Let me walk through, baby. I know you're just a sweetie. I just realized I never opened that curtain. Excuse me, Lucy. There we go. That is wonderful, Andy. And Chef, why don't you drop your family channel into the chat room so other people can join your family channel as well? A week from tomorrow, before all the fun begins for me. Because the end of the month is going to be a few unusual films coming out, videos. I've got to do this. There you go, everybody. Grab hold of that. I forgot to mark days off on my calendar. There you go, Andy. Let me show you guys something. Here's a load from my dehydrator. Plums and peaches. This is all for snacking on our way to and from the Renaissance Fair that I did up. Peaches and plums. You know, Christopher, pies aren't the only thing you make with pumpkin. You can make soup out of pumpkin. You can make pumpkin bread, pumpkin pancakes. There's a lot of things you can do with pumpkin and any other types of squash. And if you would have got enough of those pawpaws and they start getting a little overripe, you can make those into breads as well, just like you do bananas. Then you know what you need to do, Christopher. You make a whole bunch of pumpkin pies and freeze those. So when you need them, all you have to do is take them out of the freezer for about a half an hour before you're ready to eat them. All right, come on up. Up, up. Yes. Put down, I don't care. There you guys go. Now you see who's up here. Lucy says, Mom, I love pumpkin pie too. Pumpkin and sweet potatoes. Those are about the only vegetables she loves. Did you grow pumpkins this year, Christopher? You just a sweetie. Are you such a sweetie? All right, you guys have a blessed day. Oh, Andy, I'm sorry to hear that your pumpkin died. Good morning, Desiree. You know you got a while before I take you out. Oh, thank you. Good morning, Mother. Yeah, losing a plant can sometimes be as sad as losing an animal. So, how many chicks did you have hatch? And how many of your quails have hatched? Hey, CR. Good to see ya. Oh, darn, I'm sorry about that. Now she's laying back in her cave. No, Sierra. How are you doing, Sierra? That's for you. Hey, as long as you got one on there, that's all you actually need. Desiree, Steve wants to know if those are chicken chicks that are jumping around. And I think Sierra, I think Mother Earth meant CR instead of HR. So 7. One that's going into 32 hours and hasn't made any progress. What kind of melon, CR? One is better than none. Okay. Well, aren't due for another 2 days. So that'd be Monday. First day of fall. A fuzzy melon? Hey, Sierra. What's wrong, Lucy? You're achy today, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Any way to discourage critters? I mean, squirrels. I know how to stop them from eating your seedlings. And that's by putting a Dixie cup around it. But the rest of the garden, I've never had a problem with them. Yeah, crushed red peppers will work. Crushed red peppers and a cat. So you got some black chicks and some gray chicks, a white and gray chick, and a gray and brown chick. Yeah, you got a farmer's pick. Oh boy, you got them bad. And Matt says, a cat or a trap. And some of Desiree's chicks have feathered feet, which sounds a lot like Silkies. Those I know for sure have feathered feet, but I'm not sure what other ones have them. Well, this is the first month with an R in it. That is so true, cuz Hey, Mother Earth, you know about little firecrackers, right? Those little bitty ones. Every time you see one in your garden, set some of those off. That is a riot. That is really a comical sight. So is fried squirrel. Andy says barbecue squirrel is delicious. Fried squirrel is great. Desiree's going to the farm spot, especially for cookies. I agree there, Andy. You have a blessed day, Dawn. Yeah, since you can't buy one, at least you get to pet them, huh? Andy, many years ago, I had a wild squirrel that would greet me at my car when I came home, run up my pant leg to me. Yeah, that same summer, I also saved a baby rabbit. I mean, a baby squirrel that fell out of the nest. I love goats. I love goat milk. The only thing I haven't tried is goat meat. Never had a chance to try that. But my daughter says there's one of these times we can go to a Greek restaurant, I think she said, that serves goat. So I can try it there. You got a while to wait yet, Lucy. Oh, you bought goat cubes. Not cubed goat, but goat cubes. Yeah, but Matt, you're in rattlesnake territory. Have you ever had rattlesnake chili? Well, is it treats that you're taking to the goats, Desiree, or is it cubed meat cubes? Well, Andy, about 50 years ago, Texas used to have the rattlesnake roundup and chili contest. Oh, okay. So it's meat cubes. That is interesting. Kind of like a meatier, less fishy calamari. Okay. It's very tough. Wow. Okay, Desiree. I'm looking forward to seeing those pictures. I think that's why they grind it up and use it in their chili. CR, you know you're supposed to have food with you when you come into this. Yes, Matt, lamb is very good. It's expensive as heck, but it's good. And you can do more than just roast it with mint and jelly. There's other things you can do with it. You treat it like you do any other meat. Well, if you know a farmer that has sheep, they may process a lamb for you. It's usually going to be a little buckling. Yeah, rosemary is really good with lamb. Lamb or goat, Matt? Where I'm at, everything's expensive. Now here you. That's good. They raise a ton of sheep in for the corners area here. Cool. Four corners area. Okay. Let me give you an idea what the see the cheapest you can get lamb is ground lamb that, but I'd rather buy lamb shanks or leg of lamb, but they don't seem to have any. There we go. Boneless, $39.16. That is expensive. $15 a pound for stew meat. Oh, you can get ground venison for $8.99. Oh, that was weird. Good morning, Sue. Okay, Desiree, have a blessed day. But the thing is, a lot of that lamb that you get at Myers comes from Australia. Why aren't they buying American made? Matt CR wants to know how your sunflowers are doing. Baloney! Australia's down under and across the halfway across the globe. It's because there's no butchers around here anymore, Andy. You have a blessed day, Joseph. And I'll be right back, people. I gotta put this food back away and but we did try cooking some and they were delicious. How are yours? I know it just seems like the whole world's being run by greed. What did you get to eat, CR? Oh my goodness. $10 to $15 a pound. Well, Andy, if you would do your breeding program, you'd be able to sell it for half that amount if you process them. I truly believe it. I am so sick of all this greed that's going around. I'd say process them and sell them $3 a pound. You'd have a lot of people coming to you for meat. Even if you sold it for $5 a pound. That's less than ground beef. Yeah. You know, if we did things on a barter system, we would do a lot better because this cash system is ridiculous. And the farmer gets nothing. The raiser or farmer gets nothing. It's all the other people's fingers in that are terrible. Hello, Wayne. Nice to see you. Exactly, Steve. I am not going to say what that made me think about, Matt. But you know where my chain of thought is. If you figure out how much feed you're giving your animals and what other prices that go into raising your animals up for the amount of time from the birth till processing, and then you would and just add 10 to 20% of the cost onto that item, it would still be cheaper than the grocery stores. The reason why is everybody wants their cut of the pie of somebody else's pie, Andy. Amen, Mother Earth. Hello, Grizzly Warrior. That's why I say it would be better if we could do a barter system. It is always good to see new people entering in. Everybody's welcome. Matt, we got to get you into rabbits. To go along with those chickens and quail. Good morning, Gary. Okay, CR. So you got about 25 minutes yet. It's good seeing you too, Gary. Anybody wants to come up? I pinned the link. Okay, come on up, Gary. Okay, tip your hat, Gary. That way I know you're not one of those trolls.
No, I mean, I understand what you although a lot of times people, if they try to come up, one thing I've noticed is when they try to come up and they haven't commented in chat, then it may be there's more likelihood that they won't be who they say they are. But
well, I have had somebody in that was in the chat come up after the other person left using somebody else's name in videos, and they can't do whatever I asked them to do before because they got me once. Ain't nobody gonna get me again.
Well, hey, I was in somebody's chat at one point. I won't mention who, but I was in somebody's chat, and how you doing, Grafton Branch Homestead? I was in somebody's chat, and somebody came up as me, while I was in chat.
Uh-huh.
And I tried to tell them that ain't me. I didn't, all I knew is I was in the chat, and I heard the host say something about, me being in the, trying to come up or something. They said something, all right, hang on just a second or something like this. And they brought them up while I was typing. That ain't me. That ain't me. So,
well, see, one person, after I got it, somebody tried to come up as Matt, Grafton Branch Homestead.
yeah.
And I knew Matt had already left. And they were using his video and his likeness and everything. And I said, you're not Matt. Get out of here.
That can happen. How you doing, Verna?
I'm just as crazy as ever.
I hear you.
I've had some eye openers. I mean, when I got bombed once, that was enough.
Well, I know I've been bombed at least once, maybe twice. But it's been so long ago that it just rarely happens to me anymore. I mean, you using StreamYard, that authenticates them anyhow. Let's see.
No, it doesn't. Nope. It doesn't authenticate them.
You do have to click on the three dots, though, to see who it says it is. At the bottom, if you click on the three dots, it will.
It's authenticated by YouTube.
Right. So, I mean, it doesn't. Anybody can click on the link, but and they can change their name on there. But if you click on those three dots on there, it will authenticate on the pull up menu.
But back then they didn't have the three dots.
Well, it's had it for years, as far as I know. You may not have noticed it, but it's been there for as long as I was using StreamYard. I don't use StreamYard anymore. I canceled my StreamYard once they went up.
When they jacked up the prices, I went to the free one.
Well, yeah, I canceled my paid account. I think I still have StreamYard, but it's a free account, but I hardly ever use it. After that, we went to, when we left StreamYard, me and Eddie, we went over to, what was that? Talk Studio Streamlabs. And, we were on there for a while, and I think they were jacked. I don't know what happened with that, but I got to where I was dead set on quitting YouTube. And, so I put on there that I was quitting. I was tired of paying, a streaming service, and tired for, I was frustrated and aggravated and all these other things. So, still having mic issues with StreamYard. Yeah, there are technical issues that run in from time to time too. That's kind of frustrating. But well, I got mad at Eddie at one point, and so I didn't stream for a couple of weeks, maybe a month.
For some reason, I haven't been getting notifications from you.
Well, I went back to doing streaming every week on Saturday, but I don't do a whole lot these days. I'm keeping up my streaming because just to keep up my monetization. And I do drop a short in there from time to time, but these days, this last week, I reckon I worked over 90 hours, and there's just not enough time in the day to be paying attention. One overtime shift for me will pay right with what I'm making right now, would pay about 3 months worth of YouTube money. No,
I don't get paid from YouTube.
well, I do, although it's never been that important to me. The only reason why I got monetized to begin with is because Eddie, me and Eddie's tight, Devil Dog.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Eddie, when I started doing this, it was more or less just for something to do. And then Eddie said that he'd help me get monetized, and I tried to suggest we go ahead and just get him monetized because I didn't really care about the monetization. But Eddie, said, no, we'll get you monetized, then I'll get monetized. And that's what we did. We hopped on there and had the Good Cop, Bad Dog show for a little while. And then, it wasn't but a month or two, maybe 2 months later, month later, we did all our stuff on his channel and got him monetized. But I mean, it didn't take a whole long time. Some people struggle with that, but I felt like we had a pretty good group, a pretty good group of people coming in, and people enjoyed seeing Eddie be difficult and me being mild, I guess. So I don't know, but I still go to his live streams, and he still goes to mine. I don't necessarily always stream just because some weeks I'm tireder than others. You'd think this week could be one of the weeks I didn't stream, but I'm gonna stream tonight. But these days I don't even have a streaming service. Technically, I don't pay for one. I use Eddie's. I leapfrog on, or I don't. I just use.
I know what you mean. You don't have to spell it out.
But I mean, I just go on to his these days, and I've got my own studio in his version, in his account, and I just do it that way. But how are your guinea pig? What do you call them?
Oh, I don't have any cooey anymore.
You don't have any?
I went from cooey to rabbits, and then I had to move to this apartment where I'm only allowed to have my service dog.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that's why I don't do a lot of videos. It's because I can't really do anything but give people knowledge.
Well, that's never a bad thing. The fact is, though, as far as videos are concerned, man, short, it depends on what you're doing. I do a lot of times I'll shoot shorts and just upload them. One time I actually did a short of a rock. So I walked up to a rock, said, "Hey, look, an antique rock." You can do a short about pretty much anything, and somebody's going to watch it. Now,
oh yeah. Sometimes I go down the short rabbit hole while I watch a lot of people's shorts.
Exactly, and a lot of people do that these days. And a lot of times they'll throw those things out there just to test to see who might be interested in it. And it's been my experience, if you keep a short real short, they'll watch over 100% of it, and that tells the rhythm. I did a shorts about a pencil. There you go.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Hey, I one time made a video about me mowing the lawn, and believe it or not, people watched it. It wasn't my top video, but it wasn't my worst video either. So,
well, I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk to people in the room. I had to disappear for a minute, answer a call.
All right, cool. Hey, anime gamer creator, Tammy, you want to wave at the folks? I'm over on Verna's channel. This is my wife, Tammy.
I'm the hand.
She's the hand. When they say talk to the hand, that's who they talking about. I don't guess they say that anymore, though. They used to when I was young. Of course, I'm older than most, I guess. Anyhow, there. Well, she gone, but I'll tell you said hello, creative. Let's see. My name is Gary. I am a police officer. I work in a mental institution. I did go through the academy. I'm certified. I can go work anywhere in any police department in the state. I am in Mississippi. But if I went somewhere else, I'd lose quite a bit. I am what you call a stupid advisor. So, I just do this for fun. I got a lot of good friends, that I've met on here and be on more. That's what, the grafted branch, that's what it takes. Hey, S.O. Swanson, I'm in Rankin County, Florence. Let's see. I was born in Jackson, but we lived in Texas and Florida most of my life. Well, up until 81, then moved back to Mississippi. Yes. And come here, Nikki. Come on. This is one of my dogs. This is Nikki. She is a Boston Terrier. And she's a sweetie. Hey, Shawnee. Good to see you, darling.
Shawnee grows.
She's everywhere.
I know. I see her all the time.
She reminds me a lot of me when I started. Not looks wise, obviously. She's a girl. I'm a guy. But
we know what you meant.
well, believe it or not, out there these days, sometimes you can't, I think sometimes it has to be spelled out. But anyhow, hey, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
There we go. Here we go.
Steve is in the Delta in Panola County near Batesville.
Okay, cool. But I just, while you were going, I was just telling them a little bit about me.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
Well, I don't know. I do. Go ahead.
Autumn is Monday.
Yeah.
Are you guys planting any plants in your garden? For a fall garden?
Tammy may, but normally when the stuff that we plant is usually over the summer. And I've been working so much over the last year, starting about the second week or second half of last year. I started working like 64 hours a week.
Wow.
Well, that's not as bad as I've been doing over the last month. Last 4 or 5 weeks, I've been putting in 80 to 88 hours a week. This past week, I put in over 90. The way I work, the pension that I'm working on, they base it on 2 factors. One is how your average of your highest 4 paying years, and 2 is how many years you've been there. And so, since I was 50 years old when I started working there, he works harder than the word work.
Yep.
I work pretty well. I put in a lot of hours. It ain't that hard to work, but it's a lot of stacking average pay. That's right, because they will base my pension on. I can't change the. Well, I guess I could change the amount of year. I can't change when I started, but if I work the 30 years it's supposed to be for retiring on years, I'd have to be there to 80 years old, and I don't want to do there. Hey, Drops.
Yeah, Drops is in the house.
I hear you. Well, it is a lot of hours. I don't know that I'll work that many this week. I may cut back, but I'll still probably work 80 hours. They got me scheduled for working B and C, but another officer I work with has taken on a lot of C shifts. So I'll probably just go through and work AB doubles instead of BC doubles. I'm the lieutenant for the B shift, and so I run the shift. Let's see. work 4, quit. They got us all swearing. I don't know about that. I don't look at work as being a dirty word. I think everybody ought to work for the money.
Well, there's different types of work too.
Well, I mean, if you can, yeah. And a lot of my time is just spent. A lot of my time is just spent waiting. Because we don't. We ain't always got. In fact, a good day is when nothing happens. So, but some days.
This is what I'm working on now.
Now, that's crochet, right?
Right. I'm crocheting a sweater for myself.
Okay.
Getting ready for winter.
Well, it don't snow down here, Drop. Creative. Here, about every 4 years it'll snow. But we don't, that's not exact. The funny thing is down here, it can get, 2 or 3 inches and everybody stops. They close down the schools. They don't, I know it ain't like that up north. I got a lot of kinfolk in Indiana. But down here, hey, sweetheart. Okay, sorry.
See, last year, Louisiana got snow.
Yeah, I mean, it happens occasionally in the South. It just doesn't happen very often.
But he was towards, Aaron lives closer to the Gulf, Louisiana. And they had a big snowfall. And they usually don't see snow.
Minus 22 Fahrenheit. That's cold. Yeah, I don't like the cold. I don't like the heat. But it gets real hot down here during the summer. But normally during the winter, you can go outside with your shorts on. It's not really an issue. About every 4 years.
Yeah. It drops. I lived in Arkansas in the Little Rock area many years ago. Back when Ohio had the blizzard in the 76, 77 winter, I had come up to visit before the blizzard hit, before the blizzard was even around. And I was visiting with my mom, and we got 6 inches of snow that night. Well, when I went down to Arkansas, we got some snow. You were lucky to get 5 inches all winter. So.
I saw one of those comics, comic in the funny papers, whatever, that had, one snowflake falls in the South and they shut down the roads, close the schools, all this kind of stuff. It showed somebody up north sitting there with, feet of snow and them outside grilling, It makes sense to me. Have a good day, Grafton.
Have a blessed day, Matt. See you tomorrow. Matt goes live about 11 Eastern time on Sunday.
Okay. Sunday, 11 a.m. or p.m.?
A.m.
Okay. Well, I've cut way back on my YouTube, and I just kind of got burnt out, and but I'm sticking my toe in every now and again just to see, I'm not sure why, other than when I retire, which is going to be, I don't know, somewhere probably between 5 years and 7 years. When I retire, I'll probably, maybe, if I'm still around, I may go through and do some more YouTube and pay more attention to it. Till then, I'll keep doing it.
Gary, how old are you?
I am 60 years old.
Okay, I'm only 7 years older than you.
Well, I'm thinking 67 would be a good age to retire.
Mm-hmm. That's when the government says you're supposed to retire.
Well, that's
Then again, they're changing it every couple of years. Where you
well,
have to be older and older.
yeah. Well, from what I understand, the reason for that is the trust that the government had, the Social Security trust is going to be, is, come on. The trust that they've got is supposed to be bankrupt in by the year 2030, I don't know, 2032 or something. And so, the, they've got to do something if they want to keep doing it. Otherwise, I mean, it'll still be paying, but 2034. Okay, thank you, Drops. But it'll still be paying, but only at about, I've heard anywhere from 74 to 80 some odd percent, and that's because the people are still paying into it, so there's still still money coming in.
So see, they say our generation or my generation, because you're at a different level than I am.
Aren't you a
baby? I'm a baby boomer.
I am a baby boomer as well.
You're at the very end of the baby boomer side.
I am in the last month of the baby boomer generation.
Yeah. That is because there's so many of us that we're the cause of it. BS. I don't want to get into religion, so I better not. I better chat. I don't want to go into politics, so I better change the topic.
Well, it's not even a religion thing as much as it is
politics.
Yeah, and the better than zero. I don't disagree. Well, I had never had a pension before I started working where I am, and I'm very fortunate. Only about 20% of the population actually has a pension these days, and even that's in question. But one of the things that I can pay my bills working 40 hours a week where I work, and the all the overtime I'm shoving into like retirement accounts, a Roth, for me, a Roth for my wife, an HSA for both of us, one for each of us, and anyhow, it's just a focus of thinking, trying to plan ahead for whatever may come, and so anyhow, I just thought I'd come up and say, hey, Verna.
I appreciate you coming up.
Let's see. Okay, everyone take care. Verna later, Gary. Hey, good to see you, Creative Redundancy. All right.
Have a blessed day, CR.
And we'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Adios. Turn 4 gold IRAs. I'm not familiar with those. I'll have to look into that. Y'all have a good one.
You have a blessed day, Gary. Okay, guys. Now back to the topic. So, what do you guys look forward? Oh, have fun. What is your favorite part about the fall season? Changing leaves, the cooler temperature, kids in school, fairs and festivals, then Halloween. I didn't ask you. I said, I didn't ask you if you like fall. I says, what is the best part of fall for you? There you go, Steve. Even in this hot spell, once I shut my air conditioner off, I unplugged it, wait for them to come pick it up. I'm working with a fan in the 90s now. Since you got cooler nights, you don't need the air conditioner. Yeah, the colors are beautiful. Has anybody ever seen a black butterfly that isn't a monarch? That would be Halloween or Samhain. I will not use a heated blanket. Same reason why I don't like microwaves. When you wake up to your bed on fire, that is not a good thing. Well, I've been seeing a lot of black butterflies, and I'm going to try to get a video of them tonight when I walk Lucy. Them, and you got the big old fat bumblebees. I've been visiting this one plant. Oh, yeah. But it's also fun when you make your own fall items. That's what I miss. I'm just getting into that, and I had to get rid of everything. Excuse me. I'll be right back. I got to get some more coffee. all religious holidays have pagan roots. Yes. That's what I was thinking about, Andy, but boy, are they visiting these one flowers. That is one reason why I try not to speak religion or politics. Because your beliefs in those two subjects are your own, and you don't have to go along with society's norm. Desiree, I'm seeing them on certain plants. I know what the carpenter bees look like, but these here are a little bit different. And you know what? I'll be right. One more quick trip. Exactly, Steve. I'll get a video of them tonight, this evening, because it's usually during the cool part of the day that I see them. The black butterflies and the big fat bees. They all serve a purpose, so they're all okay. No, butterflies close their wing like a prayer, whereas moths don't close their wings. So these are butterflies. Because moths don't bring their wings together above them. Let me see. Oh, black swallowtail butterflies. That's what Desiree said earlier. Oh, Desiree, people are going to be people. I don't remember. I didn't get that good of a look. That's why I'm going to do a video of them this evening. There you go. You have a blessed day, Desiree. We're going to be going within the next 10 minutes, too. Because Lucy's starting to bother me about going out. After I finish this smoke, Lucy. But things are going to get very interesting. Yeah. Smart people do not take anything for granted. So I'm going to get that video out within the next, either tonight or tomorrow, but I will be taping it tonight. Is the battery low, Andy? Oh, 63%? And it could have just been interference from anything. Hey, cuz not everybody's rich enough to have an iPhone. I'd rather have the Android. You need to go, Andy, you have to go and get rid of some, delete some of that things that you're not using, like some of the pictures you already uploaded and stuff. Wait a minute. Drops, I agree with your sentiment there. That's what I have, Andy. No card available. So you either have to upload it to the cloud or delete it. But Drops, there's a lot of wisdom in sarcastic. Because I realized what you said could be taken many ways. I upload all my photos to Google Photos, videos, and photos. You know, there's some of them, you get a certain amount for free, Steve. I download what I want to keep, and then I delete the rest. Oh. Well, it is time for me to head out because Lucy has to go potty. So everybody have a blessed day. And hopefully, well, you got a live stream tonight on Aaron's channel. And you got a live stream tomorrow on Matt's channel. And a live stream on Monday with Katrina's channel. So everybody have a blessed day and see you then.